Where's my head at today?
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
Hey, I'm here.
Wait, what's that? What's that noise? Where's Bill? Bill, are you here?
If you let me
Where
in.
are you?
Let me in.
Bill, where are you?
Let me in.
Oh, wait. Who's that?
Let me in the stream.
Oh, there he is.
It's not nice.
There he is.
It's not nice to keep me on the outside.
Hey, Bill Hooks.
What's up, everybody?
Claire Wilson says, morning, fellas. Theo Malone.
Good morning. Good morning.
See you tomorrow. Theo is going to be filling in tomorrow.
Oh, Hooksy, he'll be out.
One of 15 times Bill is going to be missing a show this summer.
Well, tomorrow just for maintenance.
Maintenance, huh?
We call it maintenance, huh?
Yeah,
Is that
sure.
okay to call it that?
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I'm doing something when you're asked to do it or told to do it. Now at the age of 45. Used to be 50. Now it's 45. Go do it.
Good for you.
Morning, Ryan 840. Whole lot of fun today.
So you have to drink the stuff tonight.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. I start the process. I'm on the agua right now. It's clear all day.
Oh, that is funny. Well, I shouldn't say it's funny, but it is kind of funny.
No food, no nothing, no solids.
Yeah.
Mm.
You'll get through it. What's the first thing you're going to eat after all
I
this?
have no idea. I don't know. Trying to think it'll be at lunchtime. Pretty much lunchtime.
Should we take a call on the pregame?
Why not? We got a minute.
This might be weird.
No, I wanted to do this before you guys went on.
Okay, what do you got?
If I read between the lines there, right, Bill?
Yeah.
You've got absolutely nothing to worry about.
Thanks.
I mean, because I went in December, and I tell you, my anxiety was through the roof.
Oh, mine's through it right now. Just
I would tell you this honestly. If you had to tell me that I had to go do it again tomorrow, I'd be like, nothing.
All right. I just got to get through the 5 o'clock thing and then the waiting tomorrow till 10 o'clock.
You get hungry. That's what sucks. And I of course eat a lot. And everyone tells you that this prep is terrible. It's not. I mean, you just can't really go anywhere. And the stuff that they give you now tastes 10 times better than what it used to taste like warm gerbil sweat.
Oh, how do you know what that tastes like?
Yeah, what is that?
Well, we'll get into that another show. But have you picked up your package?
Oh
then?
yeah, I've had everything ready to go. It's just sitting at the house. It's ready to go.
Well, if you mix half of that bottle with half of like a clear a white Gatorade or something, even easier.
You can do the clear Gatorade?
Yes.
Instead of water?
Yeah. Did you have they give you like a kit in a white box?
Oh yeah. It's got two bottles.
It's supposed to be one tonight, one tomorrow. Mix it half and half with like a Glacier Freeze Gatorade.
Done.
Dude,
all right,
we got to start the show.
Okay,
appreciate you.
Later, Theo. Man, he needs to write a book on colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy prep.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
My God, he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Monday. Welcome in the Morning Hookup. Bill Hooks, Will Wilson, back at you after a long, good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
As we and I talked about our weekends, had a good. Hope you guys did as well. You did as well. But welcome in. Have a lot of fun for you guys. We'll talk a lot of Huskers. Happy spring game week.
Yes.
Spring game week. It is here, and it looks to be absolutely beautiful.
How exciting.
Absolutely beautiful, as all of you that have tickets or you don't, go downtown and enjoy some beverages and enjoy just the football atmosphere that'll be down there. We're going to talk a little bit about that as we get there. Haymarket Park. You know what? We're going to talk to Evan in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But you know what we want? Like, if you were at games, because Nebraska got a series win, okay, they got a series win. Will and I want to know, if you were at a game and you want to share your experience of getting an alcoholic beverage for the first time at a Husker baseball game, 402-489-1240, what it was like.
Let us know. It probably wasn't much different than a Salt Dogs game.
No, but still. But again, I think there's some different fans. I still believe that. There's different fans. I think not every Husker fan goes to Salt Dogs games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're dedicated college baseball fans.
It's true.
Right? I just want to know if you like what it was like, because they did it quick. Friday they got the announcement, boom, we played, and then you could see videos of booze out.
So are you nervous about your colonoscopy tomorrow?
I am, yes.
You
I don't know.
you are
it's
nervous?
just anxiety for me.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you're getting it done.
Yeah, I
You know.
told like I think I've said this before. I think women out there are tougher than men, and they just like, well, doctor said do this. It's the right thing to do. I follow procedure and I do it. I think men get too proud. It's like, I'm fine. I don't feel bad.
Or they just don't care.
Or just don't care.
Like it's sad to say, but like there's some guys out there that just don't care if they
Just
have
don't.
something inside of them killing them.
Just
You know what I
don't.
mean?
No, I've had no, most time men have no, there's no symptoms, anything like that, but it's just good to know. So I will be gone tomorrow. Thew Malone will be stepping in. I'll start the prep tonight at 5:00.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get up in the morning, finish the prep, and I go in around 9:55, 10 o'clock tomorrow to check in.
Okay.
Then I'll be home.
So
after
you'll be gone tomorrow, and
Wednesday
we'll
back.
see you Wednesday.
Apparently, what I've heard, once you've done it and got through it, you wake up, you're fine. Like within an hour,
you should.
the
be.
grogginess has worn off.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So
Good,
it's
man.
awesome.
Well, good luck with
Yeah,
that.
thank you, appreciate that. How wedding, man? Like we got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
A
What
lot
do you
of
want to know?
questions. Well, first of all, the drive up. I mean, a lot of people ask me, "You think we'll get to drive?" I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah. No. I did not drive at all over the weekend, and I know I was a little indifferent about it, but after getting home yesterday, I was totally okay with it. In fact, I may never drive again in my life. And I think I'm perfectly okay with that.
If you're listening, are you perfectly okay driving Will around for a long time?
Hey, listen, if she wants to, and she seems like she does, I am fine with that. But no, on the way down was great. We sang together. We
karaoke songs, like
yeah. We did
Diamonds in the sky.
We did what is he doing? We had crosswords. My stomach, oh my God, on the way down, my stomach was awful. It felt terrible.
Really?
Oh, it's awful. But then Saturday was good. Saturday, the wedding day, was great. You know what? And, oh, wow.
Sorry, I could not resist the laugh. That is good stuff.
If you're not watching on stream, Nora just commented, Will is the perfect passenger princess. That's what people were calling me over the weekend. They were calling me that. Passenger princess. And by the way, this is what I was trying to avoid. I wanted to drive a little bit so people want to make fun of me for having my girlfriend drive me everywhere. But anyways.
Where to, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, that's basically what it was. Wedding day was good. I'll tell you what. I am a big fan of these modern weddings. You know what I mean by that?
Like get in, get out, no fluff and color and go.
I mean, it is perfect. This wedding ceremony on Saturday, Hooks, I'm not joking. I think it lasted about 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Are you halfway pissed that you got all dressed up and took a shower and did all your hair, blah, blah, for 7 minutes?
Well, you know, I like getting dressed
I know.
up, so I'm not against it. But man, the bridal parties came out. They did a poem. They exchanged vows. They put on the rings. They kissed, and it was done.
Slam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
It was so easy. And I don't know why a lot of people don't adopt this. It's so easy.
Then you proceeded to get what we'd call, I don't know, small drinks for a high price.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in the bar that they had at the wedding reception. They
didn't
are
even
serving
tall,
you
like no tall cups, just simple, like the little
like a cup you'd get for wine, like a plastic cup you get for wine.
Yep.
But they're mixing drinks in those too. So you're getting like barely a single pour of liquor.
That's a no for me, dog.
And they're charging like $7 a drink.
That's a no for me, dog.
It was ridiculous. But the band was there. The band was amazing.
Well, of course they were.
Dad's band was there.
They tear it up.
They were amazing, and I've never seen Dad so happy. He gets so happy when he's up there singing with the band.
That's awesome.
He looked like he had a great time. I got up there and sang a little bit.
Did?
Yep.
Okay.
Got up there and sang. And it was great. Nora and I kind of taught her how to dance. She told me she didn't really know how to dance. So
you gave her the hips don't lie action.
I showed her. I showed her some moves, Hooks.
Okay. Good morning, Sarah and Greg. Yes, you're right. Don't worry. Well, we still would have made fun of you if you did drive.
You still would have made fun of me either way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then never mind. Then I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. No, hey man,
Nice.
the weekend
Good.
was great. Saw some family, and it was awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Good. And family brought her in, loved her.
She said she loved the family. She
Okay,
loved them,
that's
and my
nice.
family, I think, loved her too. Thew asks, Shamalama Ding Dong. Yes,
Yes.
Thew, they did perform that one. I sang the other Animal House song, so it was great. I meant to take a video of that. I'm sorry I didn't quite get there.
Nice.
Adam, Sarah's boyfriend, Adam had a birthday over the weekend. Happy late birthday
Happy
to
late birthday,
to
Adam.
Adam. Happy late birthday to Red, who was a
Red.
good friend of the show.
Nice. Hope
So
you
a
guys
lot
had-
of birthdays over
hope
the
you guys had
weekend.
great birthdays, great weekends. So we did baseball again.
Yeah, I'm not to be rude,
Yeah.
but like I'm just tired of asking you about baseball.
We did
because
baseball.
there's just so much.
We
you
did
know, and-
baseball, but I was at a fundraiser. My Saturday was long because we had it was a late start. It was 11 o'clock, supposed to be 10. They moved it back because it was cold. So we got up there.
it was cold.
Freeze warnings here.
Really?
Frost on the ground, bro.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
we had freeze warnings. Probably warmer where you were.
It was actually pretty warm.
We had freeze warnings.
Oh, there was snow one morning. We
Yeah,
woke
we had
up.
freeze warnings like both like into over the entire weekend.
Mhm.
So we got there 11 o'clock game, 3 o'clock game. Rushed home, was home by 6:05. Shower, shave, everything, and I was at a fundraiser by 6:45.
Wow, you are a pro.
That ain't the worst. So we do that, get home a little bit. Great fundraiser for a great cause. Then we get done. I get home, had another couple drinks. You know what I'm saying? Got a nightcaps. Up at 5:30. Had to be at the ballpark by 7:30 for a 9 o'clock start.
Jeez, you're a pro.
I took a nap yesterday.
Did
I
you
don't do that.
on a Sunday?
I don't do that.
Wow,
I don't do that.
you are something else, man. I'm actually very shocked, and I'm proud of you. So good
Yeah,
job, man.
So we did it. So, but again, it's
What did you just laugh at, by the way?
oh, I got a good text. I got a good text from a good friend of the show, Mr. Schellenberg, always hanging out with us, you know,
Yeah.
about colonoscopy.
Oh, yeah.
He said, blah, blah. I said, important to know what's going on inside your body. Some might say after your cleansing, it's the first time you're not full of beep.
That's so funny.
That's true for me. That's true. Appreciate
No, it's you got to get it done, Dad.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. They own
it. Soccer
the soccer club,
club.
Wrexham
You like a soccer football club.
football club.
Get it right.
They made a bet like a year ago. They made a bet, and the loser had to get a colonoscopy. And it was Ryan Reynolds who lost the bet, so he got the colonoscopy. And they actually found something inside him that could have been been bad.
So
So
I'm
like.
I'll be
It
there.
shows that, like, it's a
need to do
good thing
these
to get it
things.
done.
You need
Yeah.
to do these things. You
So-
absolutely need to do these things. So,
Mhm.
but we got spring game coming up, my friend. You'll be down, right? You'll be down, like working, hanging out,
I'll be working. Yeah.
hanging out.
Yep.
Boy, I don't know. I guess the question of spring game is one, if you're going to, what you're looking for. Like again, for us to be what position groups. Obviously, number one on the books is who are you going to want to see? Dylan Real, right?
Yeah.
That's where we're going to be. But there's so much other stuff to see when you're down there. Running backs, receivers. I don't know what the format is. Have they announced a format?
No, but do you remember? Wasn't it? I think it's going to be the same as last year's. Last year's was pretty. It was pretty much a game, right?
Yeah.
I remember last year was cold as hell, and that was also the game they revealed the new Herbie.
Yeah.
You remember
that's
that?
right.
So this is a 2-year anniversary, or 1-year anniversary of Herbie, the new Herbie.
I think a lot of things also that you won't be able to see and kind of see, but they did announce there's 2 rule changes coming up that
Mhm.
are hugely impactful.
Yeah.
And this one is the helmet communication devices that are coming. They've been apparently Nebraska's been working with them already. So, they'll be able to have the player headsets will be live until the play clock hits 15 seconds, and it's got to go away. So communication, the helmet's gone. We're not running plays in. We're not signaling all this stuff.
Why not just let them go all the way to 0?
Well, you're just waiting for defense to adjust. You're like, oh no, call this play. I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I don't like how they cut that off at 15 seconds. It seems like if you're gonna have it, just let it go down to 0.
So that will be going on. Also, they approved another rule change, and that is the 2-minute warning, correct?
Yes.
We have a 2-minute warning now?
Yes. I'm not about it.
What is happening here?
I'm not about it. I've always hated the 2-minute warning in the NFL. I think it ruins the flow of the game. Especially that the timing that it comes 2 minutes left in the final minutes of the game. We have to go to another commercial break for 2 minutes. I hate it. I've never been a fan of the 2-minute warning. I honestly don't even know why they have it. But I am not a fan of it coming to college.
Yeah, so here's what you got. I'll just kind of give you a little rundown of it. Coaches will be allowed to communicate with one player identified by a green dot on the back of the helmet. Okay? On top of the player-to-helmet communication, teams can now use tablets to review in-game video only. Schools will be allotted 18 tablets can be utilized in the coaching booth, on the sideline, and in locker rooms.
So when people joke that college football is becoming the NFL, it's more true than ever with these two new rules.
Yep.
Like it is basically the NFL. Except for free agency. And I mean, you could even argue that free agency is a thing in college football these days.
There's a lot of it moving that way.
Are you really okay with this 2-minute warning thing?
I think no, I'm not.
I hate it.
I'm not a fan.
I can't stand it. I want the flow of the game.
Yes.
With the final 4 minutes, this is when you're going to see the best football of the game, and we got to stop it because of a 2-minute warning.
Strategies and things like that, and
yeah, I want to know the reason. Like, what's the good reason why we need to have a 2-minute warning? Is it strictly because these companies, these networks need commercials to fit in? Like, is that why? Christian says Microsoft Service tablets or iPads. Which one is it?
It did not say. Let me go back and look at the article. It just said.
I think it's going to decide on the school, maybe.
Possibly.
And then he's wondering AT&T headsets or AirPods. Probably AT&T headsets. Although we have Acres. Our headsets
it just says tablets in this article that I read.
Tablets?
Just says tablets.
Okay. So probably Microsoft.
Who's the first one to throw one?
Yeah.
So you got that coming up. What time is the spring game? I'm going to be gone. I'm being in Kansas City because
I think is it 2:30?
For baseball.
2:30, I'm guessing.
I'm going to look. Sorry. I was like I said, I'm going to be in Kansas City, so I won't even be around for it to watch and see what time things are happening. $11:00. Wow.
It's at 11 o'clock.
11:00 start.
Wow.
Early morning for people tailgating.
I know. That's why
early morning.
The early shift bar crew needs to be in early.
Are you not early?
Onset. No, I'm early.
You're the early crew.
I like working early on game days because you get off and then you get the night to chill and relax
and just be away
and have a few. But you can't have too many because then you end up spending everything you made. Oh, yeah. Claire says, Bill, you can go to Brewfest in Kansas City this weekend.
Oh, yes. I can?
Yeah, that's
Let's
going
go.
on. I was asked to go, but I can't, obviously.
I'm going to look it up. We're leaving Friday after kiddo gets out of school. We don't play till Saturday at 4, but we already got rooms booked. We're just going to go hang out.
Cool.
Yeah. Be a lot of fun. So
you go to the Royals game?
Nope, out of town. Already looked.
They out of town?
Already looked.
Damn.
Already looked. They're headed to Detroit.
Okay.
So, all right, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more good Husker stuff with Evan Bland with Omaha World Herald.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
I didn't have any coffee today.
What in the hell is going on?
I don't know. Jesse, Will, come buy a hot dog from and
Buy a hot dog. Mary on Saturday.
Jesse, I think you had 3 typos in that message.
Claire, you know the best part about this? I'm glad you just said where it was because that's exactly where I'll be.
You're gonna be in Parkville?
That's where I'll be. That's where the Kansas City tournament is, Creekside.
You should go.
I will be in Parkville, Missouri.
Will, come buy a hot dog from and Mary on Saturday.
He just said he's dying. I'm dying.
Come buy a hot dog from me and Mary. Where are you going to be selling hot dogs?
Yeah,
at?
there you go.
I love hot dogs. Is Jesse Porter having a seizure? Come buy a hot dog from me and Mary.
There you
Okay,
go.
I
And
will.
He just yelled at you too.
Where are you going to be selling them? Outside of Vinyl. Vinyl. Oh, that's that new bar behind Fleetwood that you, I think you and your wife should go check out.
Okay, we'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's really cool. I haven't
Oh,
been
yeah,
there yet,
Claire,
but I've
yeah.
heard good things.
Claire's going to send you a link.
Okay. Yes, I'll get it to him, Claire. Yeah, I was asked to go to that, but obviously I have work.
Yeah, we're going to be in Parkville. That's interesting. I always just, when it's so close like that, it's just like we're going to be in Kansas City.
Mm.
I
love the drive to Kansas City.
Yeah, Parkville's a little bit closer, a little bit quicker trip. So we're going to head down. We don't play till Saturday at 4, but we're going to go down on Friday.
Okay.
And probably watch some more baseball and hang out.
Oh my gosh, man. I haven't texted you since Friday. You're like really far down on my messages.
I kind of did not send a text. I thought about I'm like checking in on you, but you were good. You were at the wedding, so we left you alone.
Okay.
Unlike some other people that were.
I would have, not been mad about it. Nothing wrong with Hooksy checking in.
We have not, Snook. We have not. We have two attorneys. We're going down there twice this year.
Is that the farthest you have to go, you think?
No. We're going to Steamboat, Colorado in June.
And that's the farthest, you think?
This year for us.
You ever gone to like OKC?
No, not for baseball, no.
St. Louis? You ever been?
Nope, not yet.
Really? Minneapolis, I'm sure.
Nope.
What?
No, we have not been to Minnesota play yet.
You've been in Des Moines.
Des Moines. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Des Moines. A lot of people play up there. Just Des Moines depends on the time of the year you go. Because you always end up cold weather like April. I hate cold baseball weather. Ready for it to turn the corner. Efforting Evan Bland right now. What a series for Nebraska. There's a rule that I did not know still applied. Ooh, good call, Christian. The Monarchs might be in town. Good call. I didn't think about those guys.
The Monarchs, who play the Salt Dogs.
Yeah, I forgot they might be in. I have to go look that up.
Yeah, the KC Monarchs.
Let's take a peek at that.
With all the, major league burnouts.
Let's go here. Look at this. Get ready for the anniversary. Ooh. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Thank you guys for hanging out with us at the start of your week. Let's welcome our guest in, Evan Bland with Omaha World Herald. Evan, happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guys. How's it going?
We're good. We can't wait to I want to talk Husker baseball. But when you were there throughout the series, because we're trying to figure out what the vibe was like, did you see more happy faces now that that they had beers being sold at games?
Yeah, I did. I'll be interested at some point to see, what the profits are from the beer sales on alcohol sales on the opening weekend, because it did feel like the lines were longer. They had those carts out on the first base and third base sides that they have out for Salt Dogs games. So that added another sort of layer to things. They had their I guess craft corner spot behind home plate open as well, with wine and seltzers and mixed drinks and all this. So it seemed like there were a good amount of people with some sort of can or cup and feeling pretty good. And the weather wasn't the best, but I thought one fan said, hey, when it's colder, that just means the beer stays colder longer. So I don't know that there's any deterring people that want to show up and have a drink. So it did seem very popular for the opening weekend for that. And I'll be curious to see if it stays that way moving forward.
One had to believe that when it got on the docket with the Regents, that it happened so quick that they knew it was going to get voted in, because that was a get the vote and look how staffed we are to sell beer. They had to know it was going to be passed.
You'd think. I mean, it passed 5-2, and the dissenting votes were kind of, I thought one idea, on the dissenting side was that maybe Nebraska should think about more of a holistic policy for alcohol. Like, they passed it for basketball. Now they've done it for baseball and softball. And so you would think football would be next, but I think there was a thought maybe that it could be sort of an all encompassing thing at some point. But yeah, I mean, I think the revenue portion put a lot of people over the top, at least if not the regions, then the people that they represent. Like this idea that all the money that's a profit from this is going right back into 23-year-old Haymarket Park. And like that was the big breakthrough moment in their negotiations with the Salt Dogs, was like, what's the revenue split? Well, how about all of it goes back to the park that both teams use and enjoy? So I think that was a big piece of it. And, like if you're a baseball fan, like you can travel just about anywhere in the Big Ten, certainly in the minors and the majors, and you see people enjoying a drink responsibly. And so I think that's just part of a reflection of the era that we live in too. But, now Nebraska is part of it. And I think people had a pretty good first weekend.
We're talking to Evan Bland with the Omaha World Herald. Evan, let's dive into the games. Let's go to Friday. Brett Sears apparently is just continuing to do what he does best.
He was good, man. I mean, he's that ace that like any team that's aspiring to play deep into the postseason has to have. And he's the guy who, like, when he's on the mound, you don't know what the limit is for Nebraska. I mean, he'll go 6, 7, 8. He's gone complete game before. Throws strikes. He has a number of different offerings. He misses bats. So, yeah, I mean, all of that is what you need in an ace. And he's become the guy that saves Nebraska's bullpen for later in the weekend. I think they only needed Jalen Worthley for a couple innings on Friday. And so it says something about the season that Brett Sears is having, that he gives up 3 earned runs, and it was statistically his worst outing of the year. And, he's still dominant, and Nebraska still is able to win that opener against Maryland going away. So no end in sight, it doesn't seem like, for this guy who turns 24 here in a couple of weeks. He's on his way to being an All-American, and pretty cool story is a guy who was sort of an afterthought in the bullpen last year and now is certainly going to be getting a chance at Pro Bowl after, June.
Again, we're speaking to Evan Blam of the Omaha World Herald. Evan, baseball it's a funny sport, man, because they can humble you at all causes. But you look at game 2, and Mason had been really good, and then all of a sudden it turns it upside down. It does not have a good outing at all. And you wonder if Coach Bolt's sitting back there going, oh, my gosh, I'm trying to get this whole thing figured out, and now we have an outing like this.
Yeah, it was a surprise. Like the way that it set up Friday when Maryland had to go to its pen and Nebraska looked good, you felt like, okay, Nebraska's got McConaughey, who's been really good. Maryland has reshuffled its rotation, and they didn't even know who they were, or at least they didn't announce who they were going to start ahead of the game, ahead of the day. And so you felt pretty good about Nebraska's chances. And instead, McConaughey couldn't really command his slider all that well. Maryland keyed in on the fastball. Before the broadcast, the television broadcast was even ready, they had thrown a pitch early inadvertently, and it was out of the park. That's how quick Nebraska fell behind, and they just weren't able to get going. The guy that Maryland did end up throwing, Omar Melendez, was sort of a soft tosser that the Huskers didn't adjust to. The game ended with a guy getting doubled off of first base on a line drive, sort of a mental mistake. So one of those games that it was their most lopsided loss of the year. Nobody was happy after that thing. And I think, quite honestly, it set up what was a huge game Sunday. Like, I think that was one of the biggest games of the season for them. If they drop that series at home and sort of continue this sluggish April, it's a much different conversation than what they were able to do. So maybe, when you look back on the season, eventually you're always looking for turning points. Maybe that Saturday game was the one that could get him back into gear for the stretch run.
Yeah, Evan, talk about that Sunday game, 16-4, and that wasn't even in a full 9-inning game.
Yeah, Yeah, the drama at the end there was like, can they run rule Maryland, which was a new rule this year that I'll be honest, I didn't know was a new rule in the Big Ten, that on getaway day in conference, if you're up by 10 or more after 7, the game's over. So I had heard about it from some of Nebraska's support people like an inning or two earlier, and they didn't tell the players. I thought that was the funniest part, was there's a line out to center, and Nebraska's come off the field, and some guys are running onto the field, and nobody has any idea what's going on. Like, the crowd didn't know that the game was over really either. And so that was kind of a funny moment, but like, just the response was really impressive. Less than 24 hours after getting clubbed, they come out, and Tyler Stone, it's a home run in the first, and Will Walsh was dominant into the 6th inning, and they just, it wasn't just the power on offense either. Like, they were stealing bases, they were executing hit and runs, they were aggressive early in the count and drawing walks. Like, that was the offense that Nebraska is looking to have. And so really encouraging, certainly for where they're trying to go. You win another Big Ten series, you stay on pace. Like, if you win every series in the league, like they're on pace to do, just in terms of their wins and losses, like, you're going to be right there for the Big Ten title. So big game for Nebraska in that regard, and a top 45 RPI matchup. So, just encouraging bounce back that they have that in them. You've got Kansas and Iowa coming to town this week, and it's a lot easier to build on that momentum based on what you did Sunday than if it had gone the other way.
Evan, let's also talk about a gentleman that did not get off to a great start this year, and you knew it would come around, but now you look at him, you see he's your leading average hitter right now in Ben Columbus, and what he's done and caught fire, and what that means for this program right now.
Yeah, he's been really good. He's hitting right around 500 in the 5 or 6 games he's been back. I hope his leg is okay. He may have tweaked his hamstring again. And that was an injury he'd been sort of working through the first couple of months of the season. He singles, I think it was the 6th inning maybe, and was starting to break towards second, had to slam on the brakes and go back to first, and so came up a little bit lame. So I'll be curious if he's in the lineup Tuesday, or maybe they hold him out for Iowa next weekend. But obviously, just the way he's swinging the bat is impactful. The fact that he's a left-handed bat is key to what they want to do in that lineup. He's been the number 2 catcher, so on those rare occasions when Josh Caron needs a break, he can go back and do that. He can also play first base. He's made some pretty good plays there. That Creighton snare that he had a week ago to save some runs was pretty cool. So again, you hope he's healthy. I mean, Will Bolt kind of said afterwards, hey, you've got like a month of the season left, so if they can, they'll grind through it. If he has to be more of a DH sort of role, I'm sure Nebraska will be fine with that. But yeah, as maybe they're starting to heat up again, and you're looking for reasons why, Ben Columbus would absolutely be near the top of that list.
If you're listening, you need to follow Evan on Twitter at Evan Bland OWH. You get some cool tidbits. Like I saw you talking about Cade Povich. He's just tearing up AAA right now.
He's been good, man. I mean, with AAA Norfolk there in the Baltimore Orioles system, I mean, he's missing bats. He's got an ERA of under 1, and he's a guy that I don't know that a lot of Husker fans will necessarily remember, just because he was a junior college transfer who was just there during the weird COVID year. So like the stands weren't always full, and I don't know that Husker fans got to know him as well as they would have liked to, but he was obviously outstanding in that year. And now he's got a really cool deal going. He was drafted by the Twins, traded to the Orioles. Now he's part of that just absolutely loaded Orioles farm system. And he's right on the fringe, I think, of getting called up. It could happen, you would think, sometime in the next month or two, certainly, with the way he's pitching, and maybe Baltimore has some rotation needs at some point too. But it's kind of fun to watch guys like Povich and Spencer Schwellenbach work through the minors. Obviously, we're seeing Matt Waldron as the only major league knuckleballer right now who's holding his own with San Diego. So pretty cool to see what some of those former guys are doing, but I would think Povich would be maybe that next guy most likely to get the call to the show for the first time.
Well, Evan, obviously we got it, like you talked about, we got one coming up on Tuesday. You think this is the game where we didn't see Drew Christo over the weekend? I think this will be a game where it could be one for him to get some innings in?
I do. Yep. I think it's pretty likely that he would be that guy. And maybe, that's where Nebraska would need him moving forward. I think that's absolutely possible. And he was a consideration for the Sunday game against Maryland, but the coaching staff liked Walsh. He's more of a breaking ball sort of guy, where Christo's a little bit more in that low to mid 90s velocity. So they like the matchup with Walsh on the Sunday game. And now I think you would expect Christo to be that Tuesday guy. Again, like the thing you want out of any midweek guy, and the thing they'll want out of Christo, is like, can you get some length? Can you go 4 or 5 innings and then turn that thing over to the bullpen where you can give an inning to 4 or 5 different guys? If Christo can do that and maybe give up, 2 or 3 runs, I think you got to love Nebraska's chances. If he's out of the game in the second inning and Nebraska's down 6-1, obviously it's a different sort of thing. And so, yeah, Kansas, I believe, is just coming off a series win over Baylor, and they've been an okay team. I think they're just inside the top 100 for RPI. So that's a game, if you're Nebraska, you probably need to win. You probably expect to win. And, again, if Christo can give you a good start, then that, I think, sets you up for maybe keeping him in that role for next week's midweeks when you've got Creighton and Kansas State as well. So we'll see how he does.
Well, Evan, looking at the schedule on Saturday, are you pulling double duty, a little spring game and then getting the Haymarket?
I've tried that over the years, and I feel like when I do that, I really don't do either thing very well. So I think I'm probably going to go all in on football on Saturday. I'll keep tabs on what baseball's doing, but it's also more overlapping than it has been in other years as well. Like I think the game will be starting at Haymarket before the football game's even over. So I think I'll probably just focus in on football Saturday. I'll be at the Friday and Sunday games, but Iowa, kind of like Rutgers, is one of those teams that tends to have Nebraska's number. So just another big weekend to, for Nebraska to show what it can do as it tries to keep pace in the Big Ten.
Well, Evan, we appreciate your time as always, my friend. Take care of yourself and have a great weekend covering the Huskers, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Thanks, Evan.
Evan Blam, Omaha World Herald. Always good stuff from Evan. You do need to give him a follow on Twitter because you get a lot of that little tidbits because he keeps up with he just doesn't, when a Husker gets drafted, they don't just go away. Yeah. Evan keeps you up to date on them. So it's good stuff because you get lost in the shuffle, especially in the farm system.
Yeah. I mean, why would you care about Baltimore's AAA team?
Yeah, whatever.
Who cares?
So, yeah, but it's cool just to keep track of them. And then all of a sudden they're in the major leagues. You're like, oh, that's where they came from.
Yeah, Matt Waldron, that knuckleballer.
Little wiggler. So, all right, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little more baseball.
More next on the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
How do you throw a knuckleball? You
got seams and pressure. You could throw like here. It's in here. I should throw mine in here. The tips.
It's not a knuckle though.
Well, how you can get to?
I thought you literally put your knuckles around the ball.
No, I never. No, dig in and have some control.
Christian says, "What do we have to do for a $9.99 beer hot dog special? $200 seems fair." What I'm trying to figure out is he said 999.
9 innings.
What's the third 9?
9 innings of baseball, 9 hot dogs, 9 beers.
I think that's.
Am I good?
That's definitely it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably do the 9 beers thing, but the 9 hot dogs is where I think I'd struggle.
I'd struggle with 9 dogs, man.
But you could do 9 beers too. Oh, that's funny.
Pat, hey, Will, was your goal at the wedding this week to look like the third Blues Brother? It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half bag of smokes, and dark. It's dark, and we're wearing
sunglasses.
Yeah,
I was Pat. That's what Claire said. Yeah, I was wearing sunglasses while I was dancing at the wedding.
What?
And I don't know why.
Was it the ones that, like the ones you always wear?
No, actually, they were these right here.
That's good. That's good. You're also out of uniform today.
What?
You're also out of uniform today. Claire wanted to say that, but she just wanted me to tell you.
It's obviously not too big a deal nowadays if Claire's not noticing.
It's up to me to hold accountable for this stuff.
Yeah, that's exciting. That baseball team. That's a good
Yeah,
series
it's
win.
a good series win, man. Tuesday would be a good one to get to. Kansas coming to town.
Thank you, Sarah. She said she likes the shades. God, I love Christian and Jesse. They're just the banter between the two.
It's really good.
KC Monarchs might be in tow.
In tone, really?
You know they're together. They're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny to watch them do this.
Especially like right before our eyes. The best. I'm going to look up the KC Monarchs now.
Is the Salt Dog season started?
Oh, that's right. They're not started. Why would they be in town?
I think Christian was trying to be funny.
Was he?
Yeah.
I wasn't. I didn't laugh. It was serious. I'm trying to find something to do with my kid when I get down there.
Take him to the College Basketball Hall of
We've
Fame.
done that.
Take him to the World War I Museum or whatever it is. It's really cool, actually.
Yeah, just not happening. What if the beer thing's on Friday night? I haven't clicked the link yet. Claire, he did get me the link, by the way. If I had the link.
Ever since I stopped doing Zen,
Yeah.
like bottom cheek just is like twitching.
You got a little quiver?
No, I don't know what it is.
Slight twitch. I can't wait. Like when we talk, like in our stories we missed, the whole golf scene right now is incredible.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
There's 3 stories out there, and one of them you probably, I'm sure, missed. One of them. There's 3. There's 3. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Bill Hooks, Will Wilson. Special thanks there to Evan Bland, Omaha Warhead, for hanging out with us. You know, we didn't bring this up because I don't know what it's. Obviously, the portal's the portal. There's transfers. You go other places, but some places are just like worse than others. I feel like I really thought what Eli Rice to Penn State was like. Come on, man.
Yeah, you didn't like that.
I didn't like that. A lot of people don't like this one. C.J. Wilcher, beloved C.J. Wilcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Headed to Texas A&M. I think that made people more mad right now than Eli going to Penn State.
I think so too.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Should we? We shouldn't be mad though.
No, I don't think you should be mad.
I don't think it had any bearing.
But I can see why it's like a little annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's annoying. This team just blew our doors off. They eliminated a chance at history for us, and then you're going to go join them. It's just kind of weird.
If you can't beat them, join them.
If you can't beat them, join them. That's right. Yeah, have fun down in Texas.
Tell you what,
CJ.
somebody needs to join somebody, and that is the White Sox. My goodness.
Oh, what's happening
Every
with
time
them?
they keep losing, it's like a streak.
Now,
streak.
I can't talk too much. The Royals did lose one game to the White Sox last week, but that was one game. So continue.
So the White Sox lost again Sunday, right? They lost 8-3 to the Phillies. That
8-3.
They now become the 10th team in history to drop 18 of their first 21 games in the first in 2 decades.
Ooh, it's tough, man.
My goodness, they're on pace. Like you look at so the last time that happened, right? 2022. The Reds started 3-18. Okay, they finished 62-100.
Yikes.
The Tigers they started 2-19 in 03. They finished 43-1-19.
See, I can't see the White Sox getting to 50 wins.
My God, that's just.
I think 40 is going to be a stretch. Not so bad.
They're like right now they got to be scared that they're shaping up to be one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball history.
Oh wow,
History.
There's been some bad teams.
I mean, think about put this in perspective. can they do this? The Orioles in 88. They open up 0 for 21. 0 and 21. Okay.
Ooh.
Now they finished with 54 wins.
Okay.
54 and 107.
Okay. Man. Yeah, they're bad. They're really bad.
Man, just every loss comes with a historical.
And
factor.
I'm happy they're in my division too, because those are just easy. Those are easy weekend wins, baby. Those are record pumping games right there.
Yeah,
And I'm fine with it. I don't care if you're beating the worst team ever. A win's a win.
Speaking of something else that's not going real well, and that's Aaron Judge through 21 games. If you've seen this, he got booed on bobblehead day.
What?
He's hitting below 200 through the first 21 games.
Oh, man, because, it's interesting. But, I've been interested in Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton, who's actually playing really good.
Yes. Judge went on he went over 4 strikeouts. He saw 18 pitches and swung and missed to hit 10 of them.
Yeah, like you're having the complete opposite starts that you expected from those two guys.
Opposite
You
starts.
thought Judge was going to be great, and you thought Stanton was going to be a little slow. It's the complete opposite. Wow.
This is what he's hitting right. This is it right now. 179.
How many home runs? Just
I don't even know if he's.
I think he's got one.
One. Yeah.
Oh, man,
how about
that's
that
tough.
for a story? You got the White Sox doing that, and you got Aaron Judge just popping up going, hey, you know what? How's 179 and all the money I'm making treat you?
Right. Man, it's cool to see how some of these guys are having really good seasons to start out. Your boy Ozuna,
Boy, he's popping some home runs, isn't he?
9 home runs. He has 27 RBI. It's pretty nice.
That's a pretty good start. Shohei, man, don't forget Shohei too. If you see, he's hitting 368, 368 early on. 35 hits in the year right now.
Stephen Kwan for the Guardians. I've always thought this guy was amazing. The second he got into the league, I knew he was going to be great, and he's batting 358. He's looking really good.
Shohei's hit 11 doubles. My goodness.
Wow.
That'll put you off to a good start.
So, was there anything else in MLB
That was it. That was
over
it,
the
man. Just
weekend?
some
I'm trying to
fun-
think if there's any.
some fun stories out there. I mean, we're not going to go through like surprises. There are still 22 games, right? There's a lot of time. I find it interesting as I look through the standings and go, for instance, I look at Houston right now. Houston, right? They're 7-16.
Mm-hmm.
They still have, according to CBS Sports and the formula, 67% chance to make the playoffs.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. They better get going. Better get going, Nebraska.
But I don't get it. And, you always go off these postseason projections on CBSSports.com. I'm not putting any stock.
I'm not
into it.
either. I just
They
think
don't know
it's
what the hell
interesting.
they're talking
They
about.
don't.
It's a guess. It's a guess.
Interesting that they're, and boy, I tell you what, something else. The Cardinals every year the Cardinals get picked to win the Central, and they're 9-13. Now they've said timeout. Maybe the Cardinals aren't good. They got a 4% chance.
Yeah, they backed up on that.
They said
Didn't they?
timeout. There are some teams that are just clearly like they're out. Obviously, the White Sox, boom, they're gone. Get out of here. Oakland out. The Angels got like a 9% chance currently.
Yeah.
Washington and Miami in the NL East. Yep, see ya. They still giving hey man, you're right. The Royals 7.6% chance. That was less than 1 about a week ago.
I think it's crazy.
8%, brother.
Listen, they got pretty good starting pitching. The bullpen's been stepping it up. I really like what I'm seeing.
Yeah. So
Not trying to get
just
too ahead.
Not too ahead.
It's a long season.
Not too ahead. We also had real quick as we're at it. We had some NBA action. They've started running through the playoffs right now, my friends. Had some games. We had some games yesterday, didn't we? Celtics fire.
Celtics get it done.
Double-digit threes. The Clippers get it done over the Mavs. The Bucks. Dame Lillard goes off, and that one they get a win. And the Thunder escaped one last night at the Pelicans without Zion.
Yesterday was a pretty bad day of basketball. A lot of just bad basketball.
I didn't watch any, so it's just like,
You didn't miss anything. You did not miss anything. So we got 3 more games tonight.
Tonight you'll have game 2. Cleveland got game 1 against Orlando. The Magic will try to square that one up. Boy, the Knicks got 1-0 up on the 76ers. They'll try to take a 2-0 lead, or the Sixers trying to square that one up. And also the late night game, getting the Lakers solved the Nuggets. It's like 9 in a row. I don't even know. 9, 10 in a row. They've lost. Can they square that thing up tonight?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think the Nuggets are just too damn good.
Unfortunately, LeBron's this old, and he still has to put up like 30 points.
Yeah, he's still having to do
Or
a lot
more, probably more.
a lot more. So, all right, let's take a break. We'll come back and do a lot of stories that we missed.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
That's funny. Christian, watching your football team be bad for 13th times a year is brutal. Watching your baseball team lose 114 times, start golfing.
Hey, Christian, we need to figure out a weekend to go down to a Royals game. We got to figure that out. I think the Yankees are in town. I think they're in town midweek this year, which might actually help us out.
Is that a Stanley Cup? It is. Kind of. Try to keep my water intake up today.
Ernesto's going to give me an anxiety attack.
Why?
Nerve damage.
Oh,
I have nerve damage.
Oh, God, don't tell him that. Don't. The Royals play this week? Who they got? Oh, their series with the Blue Jays at home right now. When are they in town? You're talking about the Yankees. Yankees would be a good series to go see. At least go see the Yankees play.
I think that's midweek.
Yeah, I'm looking right now for you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
We should go up midweek, Christian.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
fun.
Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
We should go down midweek, I should say.
I always find that interesting. I wonder if I like this. Does it make? Oh man, how do you ask this? So like the Royals, like again, I'm not going to dog them. Like there's other places, but when like the Yankees come to town, right? Teams like the Yankees or whatever, it's got to be irritating to a Royals fan to hear all the Yankee cheers, like over the top of the Royals cheers. Sometimes they're louder and there's more people there.
Only if we can hit the World War I Museum. I think that's what it is. It's some war museum. Hooks, I get what you're saying.
Is it irritating when, like, I always find it irritating when there's
it's Yankees fans, so yes, that is.
It's irritating.
The fact that it's Yankee fans.
Well, they take over your stadium.
Yeah, but also, like, if you don't want that to happen, go to the games.
I know, but still, you gotta have a product.
A little tired today, Hooksy.
Oh no, I slept a lot. Trying to keep the anxiety down. I got to prep tonight at 5 and do all that tomorrow.
Keep the anxiety down.
That's it.
Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. And not much of a girlfriend.
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup. Welcome back. Hope you guys having a great start to your week. Who do we have there, Will Wilson?
Ernesto.
What's up, Ernesto?
Hey, not too much, guys. Oh, man. Bill, you're going to be setting it off tomorrow. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, Ernesto. People need to be getting colonoscopies, right? It's important.
Trying to stay with the people.
Absolutely. I'm getting my PSA done this afternoon. I have it every 3 months, based on what I had. So, hey, everybody get out there and do it. Hey, how's the staff taking the KFOR, the body news that they're going to have to do?
We haven't quite
we got to navigate
passed
through
that
it.
around.
We got to navigate through it with them.
We'll get there, though, man.
Okay, all right. Will, you know what you have? You have Zen separation anxiety. And you know what? Well, I'm going to be...
He can't get through it.
I'm going to be your prep for new music on the stop steps. That music needs a colonoscopy or at a minimum a barium enema.
Get out of here. That's hilarious. My goodness.
It's so funny because
it's hilarious.
Ernesto writes out his calls.
Yeah.
And he that one was so funny to him. He couldn't get through it. He was making himself laugh
at himself. That's so funny.
so funny.
That's so great. All right, you ready? Let's do some stories that we missed.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
The stories we miss. The Morning Hookup.
Can we just go to golf right away and talk about it?
Yes.
Like what's happening?
Yes.
Scotty Scheffler, you're a machine. Okay, 4 of your last 5. You won 4 out of 5. My goodness. In his I saw this stat, by the way. I snapshot it on my TV. In 50 starts, his last 50 starts. Remember, he didn't win till late, right? 50 starts, 9 wins, 22 top 3s, 34 top 10s.
Dude, he is insane.
He's also made in the last 42 days $16.3 million.
My God.
Up and through, talking about good he's playing. Now, this has been broke. When I took this snapshot, at one point he made 53 consecutive holes of scoring a 4 or better. Like,
I don't know what to say.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Also, you got Scheffler doing what Scheffler does. How about on the ladies' side? How about Nelly Korda? That's 5 straight,
Man,
including the major.
she is something
Now,
else.
think about this. This puts this in perspective. There not many people have done this. 5 people have done that. Okay.
Wow.
Nelly Korda, 5 wins in a row. Tiger did it 3 times in 3 different years. Annika Sorenstam, Nancy Lopez, Ben Hogan, Byron Nelson won 11 straight.
Wow.
How about that?
Jeez. It's got to be so underrated on how hard this is.
Yeah, this isn't like, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And then there's the other
To
story.
win 2 in a row is just as
Incredible.
hard.
Then the other one. Did you see the Corn Ferry story? The kid's name's Miles Russell. He is 15 years old. He made the cut. Not only did he make the cut, but I think he finished in like top 10. How about that?
I would kick his
15.
ass.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't.
I'd kick his ass.
Nope.
Nah, yeah, I would.
Nope.
Mhm.
Nope. 15 years old. He played his way into the next event. He's a high
Nah.
school freshman.
I'd beat him.
Take it. Take
I'd-
that for golf.
I'd beat him.
Take it.
I'd beat him. I'm not impressed. I'm joking.
Am
That's
I?
pretty impressive.
Yeah, 15.
So there's this boxer. You seen this guy, Ryan Garcia?
I've heard of him.
He's apparently a pretty big deal, and he just won over the weekend. He beat Devin Haney.
Sure.
The story I'm bringing up is this Ryan Garcia guy reportedly bet $2 million on himself to win the fight.
What?
And he won, so he got paid out apparently $12 million. But I find it so odd how, like, in MLB, NBA, NFL, we're seeing guys get lifetime bans for betting on their team in ways, in certain ways, right?
Yeah.
But like boxers can just openly bet on themselves and have nothing happen to them.
Well, I don't know. Apparently you're not like it's an interesting one.
Right?
Well, if he loses the money.
Yeah, but
He's not betting on the other guy.
still, I just find it odd.
What if he bet on the other guy? Hey, that guy. I got $2 million. You
Yeah, punch me in the here, punch me.
Hey, hey.
I'm just gonna fall down. It's weird. There's
is
some
kinda weird.
there's like some standard there that I can't figure out.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else you got?
I don't know, man. There's not a lot going on. I got NBA tonight. I'll be gone tomorrow. You guys will have Robin and
You're gonna be gone tomorrow.
Brian Munson tomorrow.
Yep. Yep.
Few
Love those
Malone
two.
will talk Sixers. Hopefully they lose tonight or something. And no, they don't play tonight, do they?
Who?
Sixers.
No, I don't
He'd
think
be
so.
mad coming in if the Sixers are down 0-2.
Do they play? I don't think.
I don't think
do.
they did. They weren't on part of what I talked about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. T Wolves, baby. That was a good
Yeah,
win.
boy, it was. You see Ant talking a bunch of trash to KD.
Sixers do play tonight.
Oh, they do. Oh, if they lose, dude's gonna be grumpy.
Well, there's a story about Joel Embiid. Apparently, Frederick Weiss.
Is this the guy? He does not want him to play in the French national team because he's not from there.
Yeah. You saw that
He
story.
ain't there from there. It's like, why you want to come over here? Didn't he? And he, I don't know. That's a weird story.
There's a lot of situations like that, though, where players go back to a country that their parents were born in. Or
yeah, because he's
something.
never officially lived in France.
but he's got
He's from Cameroon.
Cameroon. Got it.
Christian said the tournament Scotty lost. Yeah, he did. He finished second.
Hooks, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
tomorrow,
you.
man.
I'm gonna be all clear liquid today. So, man, tomorrow you guys will have Robin Washit, Brian Munson, and a lot of stories to miss. They'll entertain you. I promise you. So, from Will and I, have a great Monday. We'll catch you on a Tuesday.